Hey guys, I've been having this topic swirling around my head for a few days, but I don't feel like I have enough information to to make a video on it. Something's just telling me I need to wait because there's more I need to know before I can make a video on it. But right now, I'm gonna do a little part of it, which is shadow work. Now, I know a lot of people say in this spiritual community, do the work, do the work. But it's not like you're going to your 9 to 5 job, sitting in front of a computer, tapping at the keys, and once you're done, you clock out. That's it's not literal. That's not what doing the work is. And you can actually be doing the work and not even know it. And this is more for the people that aren't awake and aren't aware, but just living their day-to-day lives, they're doing the work. It's us spiritual people who are awakened, that are aware, that are raising our vibrations, that are raising the vibrations of everybody else. It's like, how yawning is contagious? It's just like raising your vibration that affects everybody around you. It's like contagious. If somebody yawns, everybody else yawns. So it's like raising your vibration. You're affecting everybody around you. So, you affect one person, then that person affects another person, and then it spreads. So just by one person consciously doing the work, you're helping other people unconscious do the work. But shadow work, you are healing ancestral trauma, past life trauma, and trauma from this life. So it's a lot of shit. And I don't want to be negative about, other spiritual teachers, because I will never say or act like I know everything and, what I say is the only way, because I know that's not the truth. I'm only going on my own experience and what my intuition has told me, and that's what most people are doing. But there are some people out there that treat it like their word is law, they know everything, and you don't know shit. True wisdom is in knowing you don't know a fucking thing, and you're willing to learn. So I highly suggest you do not listen to the people that think they know everything. That's narcissistic, in my opinion. I think people should be a little more open-minded and willing to learn, which is kind of what my cards are saying with doing shadow work. Are you willing to learn? Are you willing to change? You have to be willing to look at your shit, because life is not sunshine and rainbows. And these spiritual people, all love and light, and I'm up in the 5D and supposedly happy 24/7, that is not the human condition. Humans do not operate 24/7 happiness. We feel things. And for us, I don't know if the 144,000 thing is real, but I do know there are spiritually awake people that are helping to raise the vibration of the planet and to help heal and to help, just change the world. And you have to be willing to learn. You have to be willing to say, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I don't know everything. You have to be willing to be open-minded enough to know that you don't know everything. and to be willing to listen and, be discerning. Do not ever take everyone's, like, someone's or anyone's every word. Like, you have to be discerning, because there are different paths for everybody. There is not one single path. Like, on the healing journey, like, what works for some doesn't work for everybody. Just like, when I was an addict, the program never worked for me. It worked for, so many people, but it never did shit for me, because I just found more sick people and they just brought me down, because I'm a spiritual person. Like, I operate on a higher level, and I just met people that brought me way down here, and I found my, ability to give up trying to run away from my feelings and accept myself through the spiritual community, through people that were more like me. But, I don't know if I'm going off topic here, but if I'm even making sense, but, working on the shadow self, you're continuously being reborn. You're continuously shedding your skin like a snake. You're continuously outgrowing your skin and shedding it and becoming new. And you're releasing things that maybe before a spiritual awakening you didn't know existed, like ancestral lineages and past lives. I mean, my family has been really fucked up, so I'm healing a lot of ancestral lineage shit. I don't know my dad's side, but on my mom's side, all the women married drunken wife beaters. Had kids early and divorced, and I've never been married. I have not had children. I'm healing that shit. I am waiting. Hopefully I don't have to wait too long, because I'm kind of getting to that age, but if it doesn't happen, whatever. It's not meant for me, but I'm not going to continue that lineage that I'm going to meet somebody that sweeps me off my feet and then later find out they're fucking drunk and they're gonna beat me and my children. Not gonna happen. So I'm ending that lineage. Past lives, I had an experience not long ago where I don't know if it was Kundalini or what it was, but I remember dozens of past lives full of death and pain and sorrow, and it was really fucked up. Like, I just remember myself dying in World War I, World War II, Vietnam, Atlantis, and Roman times. It was like so many fucking times I died. I'm like, ah. And it's like, now I'm like, I definitely would have died in Nazi Germany, because I am way too, like, I can't, nobody's gonna control me. Like, I'm too rebellious, so I know I would have gotten shot. And I did, so, whatever. But anyways, shadow work has a lot to do with your inner child. A lot of us, we were not properly taken care of as children. A lot of us have trauma in childhood, and shadow work is healing that. You have to find unconditional love first for self, and then for the collective. Like, I know a lot of people, they avoid loving themselves by loving everybody else, but that's not true unconditional love. That is conditional love, because if you're not loving yourself, you're loving everybody else, expecting them to love you back, and that will only bring you pain. So you have to heal those wounds. You have to heal your inner child You have to go through those memories, you have to feel it, and you have to release it. Shadow work is not easy. I know it's not. We don't want to feel that pain, but we have to. You have to feel it. And you have to feel all the emotions that come up in the present too. You cannot avoid it by saying, I'm in the 5D, love and light. You're avoiding being a fucking human. We feel. That is what we are here for, to feel. This is the hardest incarnation or planet or whatever to go through for a soul because there's so much suffering, because there's so much emotion. So quit fucking avoiding that shit. We are not always happy, and we have to feel pain. If you don't feel it, it's going to build up in you, and that will poison your body. So I'm sorry for the people that are always speaking love and light. I know they have good intentions, but it's not all love and light. You have to feel those negative emotions. We're human for a reason. We have feelings. The point is to feel it, heal it, and release it. Not to hold on to it, not to let it fester inside of you. Heal it and release it, but you have to feel it. Okay. Now, with shadow work, like I did start a video before and I deleted it and started over. I don't remember if I said it in this video or not, but it's kind of like a snake shedding its skin. We're constantly being reborn. We're constantly going through changes. The more we heal, the more skin we're shedding, and the more, new we're becoming. So you have to release, like I keep saying, victim consciousness. You are not a victim. You have to think differently. You have to change. You have to change your thinking. And that is shadow work. Going through the emotions and doing something different about it. Instead of avoiding it, instead of ignoring it, instead of holding it in and letting it poison you, feel it, heal it, release it, stop playing a victim, and become something new. Become what your soul is meant to be. Like, we have a higher self for a reason. We have a soul for a reason. We have ego for a reason. It can be for survival, to have an ego that tells us we're afraid, to tell us that we need to avoid something and, in order to survive. But we have to listen to our hearts. We cannot listen to this. Listen to this. Because the heart will always tell you the truth. The mind will lie the fuck out of you. Like, the mind will play games. And the next video I'm going to do is going to get a little more into that. But shadow work is not easy. But you have to do it. You can't avoid it. And I'm sorry, but the whole love and light thing, I know it has good intentions. And yes, we should be loving. We should be light. But you have to feel the dark shit. If this made sense. Hopefully it did. But I did have another recording and I didn't like it, so I deleted it. So I kind of went a little maybe off track. But anyways, I love you guys. Have a good night.